Possibly. I thought we were full up.
You've been my fire team lead for a couple times.
Let me all tab in.
I like fire team lead.
Hey Hyper, what's the game plan with you, buddy? Are you operating in my squad?
Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday night.
Hyper,
It's time for another session of Squad Ops.
One of the other squads?
Tonight we're going to be playing
Yep,
Operation Foxheart on Sumari.
We'll discuss this once you guys are done with.
I'm here with AK-47. He's going to commentate with me. Say hi, AK.
Hey, everybody.
I'm going to be following the Insurgents this round. AK is going to be following the United States Army as they go through. Let's start off with the command for the Insurgents. It's going to be Teuton. He's a regular commander, very experienced in this role. And his squad leaders will be Krusty the Sailor, OD Tap, and Hammering Hutch. That's all we got on this side. What do you got on your side, AK?
At the moment, everybody's just kind of walking around. I'm in the process of getting the commanders and everything sorted out. But yeah, they're just joining in at this time, and more to follow on who's going to be leading.
Excellent, sounds good. It looks like the insurgent forces have kind of split up into their groups. Still a couple people joining here and there. And I believe the squad leaders have already briefed and they have a plan in place.
Palace.
Yeah, fuck it. We don't need to do it.
Yep.
Brief. Let's just all get Palace.
Or we can brief there, but that's where we start.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Remember, you got the last time.
Insurgent forces are moving towards Palace. That's the position they have to hold.
Fuck, that's right.
Hutch, I'm
Yep.
gonna change your initial area of responsibility to that southern market.
All right, so on the United States side right now, we have Creeping as squad leader for Squad 1. Squad leader for Squad 2 will be alternate 1985 Biff Tannen. We have Squad 3 by Skittles. Squad 4, the Drunken Donuts, is going to be Saloon. And Overlord or Command for this is going to be Lish. So they're just briefing at this time in the corner. And they should have a plan of action fairly shortly.
I'm floating over to the Palace. This is where the insurgents will be holding and what the U.S. will be attacking. I'll show you on the map here.
If we were smart, we would have put a rally down.
It's pretty well fortified compound just for holding. The kicker here is that the U.S. has got to use the bridges. Now, there's 4 main bridges they can utilize, and there's also a foot bridge that's in Gulf 6, Keypad 8. All of these are viable options. The vehicles obviously have to cross the road bridges. I don't think they fit across the foot one. Insurgents are still running towards Palace. This event is always very exciting because it's kind of slow and positioning at first while the U.S. gets ready to cross bridges and attack the Palace. Well, the insurgents do the best they can to set up and get ready for it. Once the bullets start flying, it gets out of control really quick.
And the dish goes. Just have a token force to build them, or have taps guys, whatever you choose, and send your guys to the market.
Copy that. So we're going to have southern block, and then if everything goes to hell, then we can resupply to the north.
Yep.
So we're going to be secondary. Right now, if you look at the road, see how you got the southern road, and there's that cluster of buildings? That'll be our main defense.
I can hear Hutch talking to Teuton, talking about where they're going to hold.
So apparently my brain wasn't working. I was thinking that we were doing audio live only when we were getting called out for it for video, but yeah, the more you know.
Welcome to the commentating life there. AK.
Yeah.
No, you can interject, say anything you want anytime, pretty much.
Wonderful. Awesome. So Lish
We're
is
here
just
to
going over the
provide some
the plan
colorful
of attack.
commentary for anyone watching, yeah.
I've already briefed my squad.
Now I think Yeah, I think that the insurgents have to start within the in the palace, but I'm not sure.
Crossing squad 4 as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all getting in there. That's probably what they'll do.
Across the other side, basically.
And the U.S. obviously starts over at their main.
Yeah. So right now, Lish is just briefing alternate Saloon, Skittles, and Creeping on their plan of attack. Looks like they're going to be having one or two of the units moving in and having the rest of them provide covering fire. Covering fire so that they can move in and take over Palace. Hopefully.
Don't be running across the open road if you think you're going to get shot, sort of. So that's how that's going to run.
Yep, all the insurgents are grouping up in the palace, save for a couple running around, checking the area, maybe looking for potential 50 cal or G.Skill locations. Or
so what I think we'll
like
do
that.
is we'll probably draw some attention over towards Bridge 3, maybe get some just.
We're gonna listen into what Lish is saying right
on that
now.
north side of the bridge and then pull them back, or if you just want to fire a few shots, just generally get them thinking north, just looking north, and then that's when we'll just pop smokes and go across. We'll try and do as fast as we can. It could go one of two ways. It could go tits up, or it could go very nice. I can guarantee some people will be shot, so we've got that to look forward to. But are there any general questions with that plan?
Yes.
Do you know where they're gonna push in from? AK? West?
So it looks like they're going to be coming north. They're going to be doing Fox 6 Key 1 for Squad 3 to hold. They're going to be doing a little bit of...
Yeah, so basically...
a little bit of fire from the third bridge, and...
vehicles have to use the bridges, so it's basically choke points. The bridge is going to be
using a hill from the south to lay down fire.
All right, yeah, we've got we kind of number the bridges in a clockwise from starting in the south in Foxtrot 7. That's Bridge 1, Bridge 2, Bridge 3, and Bridge 4. We don't count the footbridge. We just call that the footbridge. So, and there is a fifth bridge way over in Kilo 6. No one's ever used that. It's kind of out of the way, but it could be used someday. You never know.
So obviously, whichever squad you can try and station up north or south, it depends where the contact's at, where you feel is safest to run. But essentially, once we're stationed there, you see those buildings south of the bridge, so I'll mark.
Nah, it's good.
One squad will kind of move.
Alright, so we do have a little bit of information now. The Foxtrot 7 compound area is where they're going to rally up upon, and it looks like they're going to be going from the Golf 6, Golf 7 keypad 4, sort of T intersection there, and they're going to be moving northeast into the palace. So looks like they're going to be sweeping in from the side while distracting from the north. So we'll see if that does work for them, I guess.
It could.
Keep laying down that fire.
I've seen strategies that look really good not be so successful, and then other ones that seem like a certain failure actually work. So anything can really happen in one of these squad op events. That's for sure.
Too true.
All the insurgent squad leaders are reporting that they are ready.
There's a little stair doorway, like on that AR mark, directly on it. If you move up there, and then you get
Two Ton's actually doing a quick squad brief right now, or a quick platoon brief. Let's see what he says.
We can hold there. We can stop worrying about bridges 3 and 4. The fallback positions are going to be
Go ahead.
Hold
Where's
on.
the Logi going back main right now? I staged
He's
his
got to
drop
change.
it.
He's got to change his kit.
Copy.
Okay. The fallback positions are going to be dedicated by your individual squad leaders. They have the full brief. Other than that, the name of the game is going to be ambush and fallback continuously to palace. We really don't need to get in a giant protracted gunfight unless we have the chance to wipe them out. But it's going to be more advantageous to hit them by surprise, have your raiders try and get that Humvee if they can, and then just fall back into the buildings, maybe 100 meters or so. Let them, freak out, regroup, and then push forward again. Delay, delay, delay is the name of the game. The less time they have to assault Palace proper, the better it is for us.
210 being very clear in his orders.
Other than that, all the finer points are going to be dictated to you by your squad leads. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns that are relevant?
The way you talk in game
is awesome. You're
Who,
just into
hey,
it, dude.
210? Okay, I actually
Go
have a
ahead.
legit question. Who's
Go
gonna be
ahead.
watching that wooden bridge north?
That is going to be on Sons of Odin.
Me.
That's OD Tap Squad.
Oh,
Squad
wait.
2.
Okay.
Never mind.
Did I give no? Belay that. That's gonna be Crust. I read my
Yeah.
notes wrong. Yeah,
They're now
Crust is
asking
that
who is
dude.
gonna
Well,
watch the
yeah,
footbridge.
that's what I'm
Right here, if you're looking at me.
So yeah, if you guys can hold that northern bridge, that
Technical
would be
south.
perfect for us. That means we don't have to worry about the 2 bridges on the right. Oakley Dokley.
Tell us a joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
jokes.
Alright.
Jokes coming.
When I was a young man, I was kidnapped by the Taliban, and they mailed my father a finger as proof. He
Did this
wrote them
involve
back
gold?
saying he wanted more.
Two-ton always with a good joke.
It was
I let him know we're live. Until then, we're holding.
He's always got a good joke.
Good joke.
Horrible bad one ever. So it looks like Insurgent force is ready. U.S. is still in the briefing at the moment. As far as the assets go for the standard, we're looking at 2 ARs, 1 grenade launcher, 1 medic, and a standard Humvee. For U.S. forces. And then for Insurgent, you're getting an RPK, SKS, PPSH, AK-47s, logistic trucks, Dishkas, and other emplacements. So pretty well a fortified location.
Yeah, those Raider kits are big for taking out those Humvees. Two-ton was just preaching that as he was briefing his whole platoon, saying, get them Raiders close, try to take out the Humvee, fall back, and delay, he said, is the name of the game. So
Right on.
we're going to
So
look for hit-and-run tactics from the Insurgents here.
the Americans are currently ready. The squad leaders are moving out toward their squads, and they're going to give them a little brief, and then they should be moving out shortly.
Insurgents are in position, lined up, ready to roll to their predetermined locations. They look serious. OD Tap's got his squad lined up real well. Let's take a look at this guys here.
Oh yeah.
He's got Reflex running an AR. He's got Choclo with an AR. Linebacker, Woodsy, PF Dulce, Drewmeister, Mike Jones, and Atomic Tomato. Now, they've all got their shovels or pistols out, so I don't know what other kits they're running. But they're ready to go.
Over there, mate. They're all circled.
All right, so Lish is just about to give a brief to the entire U.S. force at this time.
So first of all, just to make this clear, the bridges. First of all, just to make this clear, the bridges are what we're utilizing for this op. Infantry and vehicles must use the bridges. You can't move through the river at all. So essentially, what we're doing is we're going to be using primarily Bridge 2, which is the bridge in Fox 6, keypad 1. So Squad 4 going to be taking the Humvee. They're essentially going to be keeping
All right,
behind it
perfect.
with
So
the
Lish
infantry and
did just
supporting them, plus, INS do
tell
have
everybody
raiders,
about the
so
Raider
we
issue.
wanna
The
keep
Humvee is
some
going to be
infantry
behind
between
all of the infantry
those raiders
forces,
and the Humvee.
and they're going to hang back to provide fire
Squad
support
1
for
and
them.
Squad 3 will be heading up to police station with that Humvee. Squad 1 will be taking the north, Squad 3 will be on the south side. You'll station on the north and south before that bridge area, so on the 2 sniper marks, kind of those areas, and Squad 1 are going to be the first across. So there's going to be a lot of contact on there. You're going to want to smoke up a lot, and the whole squad's going to want to push together. No balls that you've got to really commit. Squad 3 and the Humvee will be laying down.
Insurgents still waiting patiently. They're all just chit-chatting and local a bunch.
On the north if you can. If cover isn't available on the north, then just get south, get cover, essentially.
with the other fire teams, so just be ready to do that.
Here's Hutch's squad.
It's played calling. It's called playing.
They're just waiting patiently. Calm before the storm, I guess. They said they're live at 1:24. It's 2.5 minutes. Now, from their positioning, it looks to me like the Insurgents are going to have one squad guarding Bridge 4, or perhaps probably just Bridge 3. Not sure. Maybe splitting between them both. That's hard to say. Hard to say. I'm sure they'll try to cover all 4 bridges as well as the footbridge.
And essentially from
Awesome. So the idea that they're having is a distraction where they're going to be keeping insurgents looking south for a little bit. They're going to be going back up to the footbridge, doing a bit more of a distraction, and then pushing in south. So the insurgent team is going to be split. And hopefully they can overrun. They were told that they're not going to be stopping at any point in time. So the plan is to just keep moving the force forward, and try to rush in and just take the objective. We'll see if that works. Will be interesting to see what the evolution of the plan is, especially seeing as they just want to rush in and not take any time.
Yes, it could get real interesting.
All right, so we have Saloon taking the Humvee. They're going to be doing fire support, like we said earlier, and hopefully the Raiders don't get to it. If they do, that'll be a pretty strong hit on the U.S. forces, seeing as that's the only real support that they have as far as vehicles or anything goes.
Yeah, that'll be a focal point for the Insurgents for sure.
Put it out, that's fine.
Don't forget to practice parkour so we're really radical.
30 seconds.
Hyper, you're attracted from behind.
All right, Insurgents lining up now. They're live in 20 seconds.
We all look the same.
They've made another squad with the few people that came in. It's Tedish and Weibo right now, and Alexo. They're a little Strike Force squad.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And there they go. They're scattering. OD Tap taking his squad south.
All right, don't forget that lodge.
Oh, fire team splitting off to the west.
Yep, copy.
Krusty the Sailor's taking his entire squad up to the footbridge, and they are gonna cross it. It looks like. Rocking and rolling, heading up into the north here, over by Ancient Quannet, and potentially up into the fields. They might just try to flank if they head north. We got one squad left. It's Hutch's.
Is it a shielded Dishcom?
Watching the main road.
Oh God, not again.
To the south side.
Getting flashbacks to Tedic.
Alright, this is our field here.
Oh
Alexa,
God.
You want mid or front?
I don't care. All I know is last time I got wiped.
OD Tap placed his Dishka. Looking straight down bridge number 1. Looking right at it.
Copy.
Copy.
Strike.
If they see that Humvee first, they'll get a lot of shots off before taking any back.
My disc is currently in the middle of the road, so I'm going to need some sandbags to give it a little bit of hard cover.
Hutch has placed another Dishka
You have all the
farther
points you want.
east,
You guys can coordinate between yourself.
Copy.
right at the intersection. Right at the intersection of
Really quick, guys. See this building
Golf
on
7
the front
keypad
here? It's
6.
got the second story roof. That's going to be our little Alamo position if everything goes tits up, all right? So if we need to pull back, we're going to rally up there, all right?
Hutch spreading his guys out to
So
take
right now I'm just
defensive
waiting
positions.
for,
He's waiting to build some sandbags in front of that Dishka as well.
defenses here.
2-ton, holding steady at the palace, making sure it doesn't fly away all by himself. Good command point. Mike Jones up in the mosque tower.
All right, so at this time we have U.S. force as a total moving from the west. They're going to be splitting off here. The Humvee did push forward at first, but he's sticking behind. We got Creeping and Lish going off to the right-hand side towards the first bridge. Looks like the rest of the forces are going to be moving off left towards 3rd/footbridge. And they may very well be running into enemies sooner than they think.
Yeah,
Squad
Krusty the
lead
Sailor's got his squad way up here.
Yeah, squad lead Biff Tannen is actually right around the corner right now from Anton Owens. I think he might have eyes on as well.
Yeah, Anton's way over at the vineyard over there.
Alright, Humvee, I want you holding on this crossroad while the infantry gets staged.
The rest of them are kind of spreading themselves out all along this this little river here. Oh, they're gonna hit contact soon.
Okay, one is gonna continue.
Get past me, you good? Okay, hold on.
No, you kind of.
I can see U.S. soldiers through the fog. They're looking at him. Dr. Kamikaze just called out Kilo.
I'm good from here.
Yeah, Biff
They've
Tannen
hit sightings.
he did say that they might be pushing forward and to watch out. Looks like Anton's
Here
actually
comes
coming
Biff
up on
Tannen
their
right
6.
now. Biff Tannen's gonna be the first one to get shot at. Right here. Biff is down.
So
Krusty
that's a
just
pretty
called
large
it out
hit.
to his-
Pretty large hit so early on, losing a squad lead, especially for a distraction force. Although not necessarily terrible, as they are distracting properly, it's not very good that they can no longer talk to command. Not very good that they can no longer talk to command. Going to move over to Licious Force.
Hammered
see what
Hebrew
they're
is
doing
really
here.
laying down suppression, but they're getting it back. Kilo is now down for the U.S. Not sure who got him.
All right, looks like Creeping is actually pushing right next to police station. The rest of the U.S. force is on the first bridge here, but there's quite a large insurgent force on either side. I don't think that they're really going to get.
I think a
get around
grenade
it.
just got Megas Arcanus up north. KCIV throwing him over.
So not entirely sure if the U.S. force to the southwest here has been seen at all, but they're definitely not going to get past unscathed.
Copy that.
Right, if you look down, you can really
It's
see
infantry.
the U.S. spread out along that creek,
Squad size.
Copy.
and it looks like the U.S. are just lying in the water, making the insurgent, or I'm sorry, the insurgents are just funneling the U.S. across the water. They're going to catch them at those choke points. They've already gotten 2 up north. Lots of U.S. soldiers on the south here looking at the insurgents.
All right, so we do have the U.S. force southwest. They're in on either side of the second bridge. Insurgents are, again, on the other side of the river. They're definitely not going to get around this because the distraction force is currently whittled down to, what, 4 or 5 soldiers over there at this time. So, unfortunately, the main force no longer has the element of surprise.
Alright, whenever you're ready, start throwing smokes. Humvee, pull up as soon as you...
Alright, yeah, so if we
You
do
can
look at
see
Lish...
the U.S. spread across the other side.
Oh, we do have some small contact. They're smoking
Here
bridge
comes
out now.
smokes. Cover fire being provided.
Alright, perfect. So just as they said, they are doing large volume of fire over onto the insurgent side. The distraction didn't work, so the other squad is moving back over to the southwest. Doesn't look like insurgents are chasing.
Here come the
All
U.S. crossing the bridge right now. Coming out of the smoke, creeping. The Mang, best pony.
Our scouts got contact.
They're sneaking through. They got a full squad across. Reflex dropping 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Reflex just took them down. They lined up and got dropped.
That might be the first U.S. kill on Drewmeister of the entire game at this time. Oh no, that would be the second or third.
Grenades being thrown.
Now we've got one of pretty.
The U.S. they're funneling across, still doing a good job.
South.
Now, unfortunately, they can't really push across with the vehicle at this time due to the amount of insurgents that they seem to have come across. Although not that much, they've been very effective at what they've wanted to do. By
Mike Jones in the mosque tower hasn't been sighted yet. He's getting shots off with his scout roll.
Try and get into police proper if you can.
All right, they did spot Mike Jones now in the tower, so he is spotted, and he probably will take fire next time that he peeks out.
He pulled a grenade out. Let's see where he throws it.
All right, looks like the Mang just killed him. Awful.
He
Ooh.
just ate a grenade.
And yeah, two are down. It would be the Mang, and I believe Creeping is down.
It was Creeping. Good trade. Wow, that was a great throw.
Lish is alone currently in the field here.
Reflex is
U.S.
about to hit
forces
him
are on
again.
the other
See
side.
if he can drop 5 more.
The whole team bar them across now.
All right, Lish is currently saying few choice words. He's not too happy with the situation.
It gets intense.
All right, so
Reflex
towards
is
the
about-
southeast,
Reflex and
linebacker
Rainbow.
is.
Here we go. They don't see him. There he is. Oh, Reflex just got peppered. He took down another one, though. 2 more. He got 2 more. Good job, Reflex. He made a good run. But the U.S. are across. They took a lot of casualties, though. Let's see if they can muster up and come back. Lish is down.
Perfect. So White Folks is currently getting squad across towards the southeast. They're slowly getting windled down, though, unfortunately.
The Humvee's been disabled. OD Tap just killed the Humvee driver as he got out.
Outstanding, well done.
Still a lot of insurgents in the south here. They're along the southern MSR in the buildings.
So we do have a few strong players over to the south as well. They haven't been used at all, but they are more than likely going to move into Palace once things get a little bit hasty.
Say again, we have guys in the mosque directly across the road from Palace. 2 of you in mind clearing them out. Yep, start clearing out that mosque.
The mosque is controlled by U.S. now. 2-ton just reported him. He's asking for squad 2, which would be OD Tap squad to come in and help out.
All right, squad lead for the
down.
mosque is currently
Our
getting
squad
hit.
lead's
Looks
down.
like he's bandaging, and I don't think that they really know where they're getting shot from at this time. Unfortunately, OD Tap is inside the building. Took down 1. Took down 2, is it? Just 1. Just 1. Fighting each other in the corner. They just traded OD Tap and Skittles, so now there's no longer connection to Lish or Command or any other squad at the mosque.
What part of Bravo on the northeast did he? Oh my god.
Just gonna go back
Lish
over
is
to the
down.
southwest here as well.
One
looks
left.
like there's,
CG John
Alright, Alpha, go to the west.
against an entire squad. Kind of surrounded. But he's got a little bush to lay in.
Looks like Alexo is coming through. He does know that he's on the right-hand side, or at least has an idea that he's on the right-hand side. Doesn't look like he's going to push in, though. Instead, we have the Silver Man checking around. Doesn't know where he is. I believe he spots him at this time, though.
He's well hidden if he stays prone right there. Good run. Oh,
Oh,
he got him.
he's reloading. That would have been a great time to go in. All right, CG John is down. No more forces are around on the southeast. The only forces that we have would be
Humvee is out of commission.
Bunny and Mannix. That is it.
Two-Ton is calling back all his forces to hold the palace. Mannix and Bunny are right on the outskirts, though.
I believe they're about to get
Wavius
killed.
got Mannix.
Oh, Bunny is the last man standing.
Good job, good job.
I think they know there's two. Wavius said one down. Yep, he called
Looks
that.
like
Called him
Bunny is
out.
about to get peeked again. I believe he hears the bandaging, so.
Ooh,
this might
Bunny
be
was
game.
bleeding. He had a bandage.
Across the road and hard point to take a lot of pressure off.
Oh, Wavius throwing a frag. This could be it.
We're trying to work around
If
the
he
back
doesn't
right now.
stand up, he has a chance, and he
That
is
does it.
down.
Good game.
Oh, gee.
Lots of insurgents left. Lots.
Heyo, stomp, 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 stomp.
Good first round by the insurgents. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They had a lot of guys left.
Plenty of guys still up. They're spread all over the map. Honestly, I think the downfall was the fact that the squad pushed so far over onto the U.S. path. The distraction was dwindled down far too quickly, and it just wasn't effective because they stayed where they were supposed to be on insurgent side.
Yeah, I think
the enemy head on.
The real good thing was the insurgents pushing up to the footbridge that was actually up in Foxtrot 5 and catching Biff Tannen and his squad over there.
All right, for U.S.,
we're rolling the map.
looks like we only had about 7 kills total. When compared to 30 kills, that's really not doing so well.
All right, that'll do it for round 1. We'll be back after a little intermission. Go ahead, take 5. We're gonna be switching teams, restarting strategies and stuff like that, and we'll go at it again with after they switch teams. See you.